We are back live. Welcome to the present. Mr. Efosa is in the building. A day after a very professional win over Wolves, the title challenge, the title race continues. Good morning, Mr. Efosa. How are we doing this morning?
Good morning, my bro. I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. Like we won, so all the haters that wanted to lump us in with them yesterday, God will win. I'm happy. Not my problem again. No, all
Exactly.
the
I'm
people that used
sure.
to yab us, let them play.
I'm sure some people were already drafting their tweets, their content, how they will rip into the team, how they will be calling for the sack of
The
Arteta.
sack,
Yeah, let's revamp the team again.
yeah,
Like just shut up. The North Side,
AFT,
Curtis
all those
Shaw, all those
AFTP
yeah,
rebels.
academy graduates.
I
Shout out
don't
to
get it.
no for me. Shout out to the team for actually putting those guys to shame. See, me,
Yeah,
I'll go. Me, I'm not a coward. I'm not trying to instigate any fight, but I will call names. I'm not going to be using subliminal. I know I will call your name. Northside,
you understand?
Curtis Shaw, the other fool, what's his name? Turkish. Like you can tell people
All
who have
those
never had
north side,
a
yeah,
process of earning anything. They stumbled into prominence.
bro.
They stumbled into clouds. They are misbehaving.
Yes,
That was happening.
yes.
They're misbehaving.
You have, yeah, you have to see. You have to understand, right? These are people that have not built anything over time.
Oh,
When
exactly.
you're building over time,
Yeah.
you would understand that. Look, in this, and we always think that because I want it. Another person doesn't want it.
Exactly.
I think I wants to win this thing. You people keep telling us Pep Guardiola is a monster. How many people have stepped up to that monster? All
Exactly.
the managers that came, only one, which was
Klopp.
Klopp. You
And even
understand?
Klopp is running away. Even
You
Klopp
understand?
has had enough.
What made it funny? How many times, right, has Klopp said back to back since my career started and my team? Has he challenged this guy back to back? We are the ones that they call inferior, right?
Yeah.
They tell us we don't have a 20 goal or 25 goal a season striker. They told us we don't have world-class defenders. We don't have world-class wingers. Okay, Man City have world-class players. Man City have a world-class goal scorer, not a world-class player, which is Haaland,
Okay.
which
Exactly.
everybody has been reading about.
Yeah.
Liverpool had what you
They
call
have
it,
Salah.
Salah in his prime, then Mane
Yeah.
within that period. You understand? Van Dijk, Alisson. You understand? Even Trent, because that's how they used to put all of them in there.
Yeah.
Who did we have? Our own, we built what we had from scratch.
Scratch.
Ben White, Saliba on loan. When people said that Arteta hated Saliba, sent him on loan. But what do they call this guy? Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Started with Ramsdale. We had Tomiyasu before. Unfortunately, the injuries up and down.
Yeah.
Then in midfield, the same player that they said will never turn out to be a good player at Arsenal, Xhaka. We had him there. Thomas Partey, injury reading. On the wings, we had Pepe. That was our most expensive signing at the time.
Yeah.
Martinelli from Emery's time, Saka, yes, from Emery's time, Arteta brought the guy up from left back to right wing. From what did they call? Who did we have? We had no striker. We had Aubameyang. We let Aubameyang go.
Lacazette who was out on the decline.
Then he now built that team from scratch. The same players that these same Arsenal bombs were telling us were not good enough were the same players that Arteta had to call upon on the first season that we wanted to qualify for the Champions League. Exactly. You remember? Just like Cedric, Odin, bless you.
El
Neni. You understand? How can you have Cedric and Holding in defense in that same one side?
So
make it make sense. And you now come and tell us the squad wasn't good enough. Okay, the same guy, Tierney always getting injured up and down. Yeah. And we needed a different profile in left back. He went and got Zinchenko. Wanted to get Lisandro Martinez. We could not get him. He went to get Zinchenko. People are unnecessarily bullying Zinchenko. I don't get it.
Because it brings traction to their channel. And so,
Of course.
see, the fans are part of the problem.
Yes,
Because-
huge part of the problem.
Because it's like they're living vicariously through these guys. Like, I've noticed a trend in the Arsenal fan base, in the modern Arsenal fan base, the modern online Arsenal fan base, right?
Yeah.
They have to have a scapegoat. They have to bully every time. Either they are bullying Kai Havertz, they are bullying Zinchenko, or they were bullying Xhaka. It can't be free.
Yeah.
Someone has to be bullied. And these are same as Arsenal fans who be shouting mental health on AFTV.
You understand?
They'll be shouting
They
mental
cannot-
health on AFTV. But
On
yet,
AFTV,
they'll
we'll
be
go and
bullied.
do rant.
yeah,
That is, you know, the day I just look at AFTV as when I looked at it as you're not a fan channel. You're just people who know that a certain spectrum. See, you have to understand when people do things and they think they are very intelligent. Look at what they did, right? It's just like you and I. We come up together and we say, okay, there will be a certain group of fans that will be angry. Our
Yeah.
target audience are those fans because
Yeah,
they
so
will
we'll
pander
trigger
to
them.
our every win. Exactly.
So we'll trigger
So
them
what
to
do
be
they-
angry and we'll make money and content from it.
Exactly. You know how much they brainwashed people so much that they told us yesterday Kai Havertz didn't have a good game.
Imagine.
Kai Havertz is one of our best players on that pitch. One person was saying, "Oh, Kai Havertz was hesitant." He said, "Is it the same football we are watching?" Someone was saying, "Kai Havertz should not play 8." Kai Havertz is one of the reasons why our football moves. It's always flowing.
See, I want somebody to come. See, I have the evidence. If you notice, let me show you. Let me show you something. I think I have the slide. I have to make sure I have the slide on the screen right now. Do I have the slide or have to just bring it back? Because people lie. People are. Let me show you this thing, right? Let me take away this banner real quick. Remember this result: 6-0 at West Ham, 5-0 at Burnley, 6-0 at Sheffield United. Who was leading the attack? Who was the striker we played with?
Kai.
No, I love Jesus. This is not a smear campaign on Jesus. If we are playing those games with Jesus, we will win, but we're also scoring those amount of goals. The fluidity that Kai Havertz gives to us is unrivaled. You see, you might not like him for your personal, whatever you have with Kai Havertz, that's on you. But objectively, you cannot tell me Kai Havertz is not a key player in the Arsenal ranks. I need to ask me, so if Arsenal go and sign a midfielder, right? Let's say Arsenal hypothetically sign 8 and sign a striker. Will Kai Havertz play? I say yes. Now, he thought let me tell you, he thought he was being smart. I'm like, even though he might not start, we want to get to that level where even our non-starting players, when they come to the team, the level doesn't drop. Don't you have sense? If you want to build a formidable squad, you have to have players on the bench and off the bench that when they introduce themselves, they don't drop. Like, let me give you an example. When we bring in Reece Nelson for Saka, the level drops. When we bring in Reece Nelson for Martinelli, the level drops. So if you want to compete with Man City, which is a juggernaut, that's where we are headed for, you have to bring in first-team players that will sometimes play on the bench, but when they come in, the level doesn't drop. Are you this daft, Mookie? People are daft.
Bro, the problem is most people think that, because we signed Rice for 100 million means he will play all the games. We are looking sometimes.
No, wait. Let me respond to this idiot. When it matters, he bottled them 3 open chances versus Aston Villa shit. You're an idiot. I'm not apologizing for that. No, you're an idiot. And I'm going to make him an example. Who missed the open chance against Villa? Trossard. Where is energy for Trossard? Where is the energy for Trossard? See, just say missed too. So these guys have agenda against certain players. And
so when it matters the most. When it matters the most, when the game is tough, what has Rice done?
Trossard, I love Trossard so much. I love Trossard so much. But Trossard missed that chance, glorious chance, against Aston Villa. If we score that chance, perhaps we don't have the same results. So it just shows that these guys are keen on destroying.
He didn't even watch the game. He didn't even. The first chance that you spoke about that he said we bottled, right? He got the ball. He shot the ball. It was a save by the what they call it.
And that was a half chance. See, people don't understand football. There's half chances and there are full chances. I'm telling you, the Trossard chance was the best chance we created in the first.
Bro, that was the best chance of the game.
That's the best chance, and he missed it. But guess what? He's still focused on Kai. You see how mad that is? That you are actually focused on somebody because you hate them. The best chance was Trossard.
He's hate.
The best chance
you can't defend. Yeah. You can't defend anything. Nothing proves that you don't hate that person. Because we always saying it. Say when it matters the most. You see when people are stupid, when it matters. When does it matter the most? See, we think it matters the most when you get to the final. Nah, it's not when I get to the final. Before I get to the final, who will get me there? Who got us to this point?
How many times have I said that people are extremists? When there's conversation with that are nuanced, there are nuanced conversations. Guess what? They take away the nuances. I want to go both extreme so they can pander and push their agenda. Let me read some of these chats. Shout out to Jeffrey Gay. Question: do you think that Klopp's legacy in the Premier League can be compared to that of Wenger did with Arsenal, especially with Wenger? No, he won one unless he wins one more EPL. If he doesn't win another EPL, you can't compare.
No, even if he wins one more, you still can't compare it.
I'm just being a little bit benevolent.
Okay, he's this team, one Champions League and
one Champions League. True. But based on I don't think he can compare. Just one league cannot. So this guy is still here. You can't be a contrarian against us. We're ready for you. Trossard played bad. I said it, but 3 open chances are still bad. Saka, like
with 3 open chances.
Open chances.
If there were 3 open chances, I would remember.
What open chance? No,
the one that
remind
is calling an open chance. The one that is calling an open chance, he was offside on one of them.
Yeah, how's that open chance? If it was offside.
The other one that he called an open chance was because Diego Carlos came and what do they call it? Had recovery speed
and blocked it.
You see where this guy
was a save as well. No. Let me.
Was an open blatant goal.
Let me educate
If it was Nicholas Jackson, they would nearly go and kill him.
Yeah. So let me be fair. We love Trossard and we're Arsenal fans. We are going to be objective and balanced. There was the real estate on the left side of the goalpost was open. He would have pressed it there. So that for me, that was not a save. It was him missing the chance because there was a lot of space when to put it. So don't call me. Don't tell me that was a save. That was not a save.
If you strike a ball that where the goalkeeper stands, that is not a save. That's not a save. You that did this thing. The Raya zone yesterday was a save.
Exactly. I'm probably talking about the league. Mr. Igi, ready to answer that question? Shout out to you, Mr. Igi.
No, I think even if it's in the league, I would still say Wenger still has it more. Because that time, Wenger with what they call it with Ferguson, 7 years, 3 EPLs, and 1 invincible. I'm not saying you're comparing it. I'm just saying. I see. For me, I like nuanced conversations. Let's be fair. Even though I don't like Liverpool, I'm going to give Klopp his credit. If you are facing a team that, like you said, we said before Pep came to the league, they had De Bruyne, they had some quality players in their ranks, and they still spent over 1 billion. Over 1 billion. So. But so if I want to do what you have to give credit to it.
Credit. But I want to do what English means. If I want to do what English means doing, I'll just write it off and go extra and say it doesn't have any legacy. Because I'm not like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do what kind of people like him does. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It is what it is. When it's April in the league, we bottle it when it matters. So this is April, right?
Bro, let me answer this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me answer this one. You see, when they say you people should study something in between the lines, there's a reason why they said in between the lines, because they are subliminal messages. Now, this same guy is saying we bottled it when it matters in April. Now, context to when it matters, right?
Yep.
We all know when I told you how Arteta's team came from the bottom to where it was. Now, it's short snippet. In 2022, or was it 2021? That season we're going for the Champions League.
Yep.
Who did we have originally as our players? This same English with me, let me remind him. In the first 3 games of the season, Arsenal lost 2-0 to 2-0. We lost to Brentford, Chelsea, and Man City. 2-0, 2-0, and 5-0 respectively. In the game against Manchester City away, we had these guys, Cedric, Holding, Kolasinac, Mari,
Mari. Yeah.
and Chambers as our backline, and we had was it Leno as our backline. Now, fast forward that same season, after when we were playing Norwich, which was the fourth game of the season, after international break, Arsenal brought in Tomiyasu. We now had Ben White. Ben White played the game against Brentford, actually. Then we now had this guy, what do they call it? Gabriel and
back.
Tierney. That was our backline with Ramsdale. We kept our first clean sheet of the season. We won 1-0. Now, we had been on the run till the players that these same people were hounding out, calling Wenger players that were not good enough.
Good enough.
We now had injuries to Partey, Cedric, and Ben White that same season. Arteta now relied on El Neni. He relied on Cedric and Holding to play in the back line. What happened?
What do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect? They're not good enough.
Exactly.
That's why I said people they take away the context. They take away the context.
Exactly.
They want to push a narrative.
Even if we always laugh at Tottenham, when Tottenham began the season with their full squad, let's be realistic, they were doing very well. When all those players got injured, what happened? Didn't they crumble? Now, we always say the tactics, but those players were there, and when those players were playing with that tactic, they were still doing well. Now, the next season, what happened? We had everybody, we changed our squad. These were the same people telling Arteta doesn't have a plan B, that we don't have a bench. Remember, what was your argument when you went on a show last year? That a particular player is not up to the standard of the team.
They almost lynched me. I was saying that upholding is a chink in the armor. See, it's like you saying driving a car, a four-wheel drive, and you have a puncture tire, and you want it to operate the way it should operate when it doesn't have a puncture tire.
It's impossible. And for a long period of time.
I'm saying it's impossible. I say no, upholding one player cannot make a difference. I'm like, you don't understand football. One player can make a fucking difference. Pardon my French. One player can destroy a team. Just
especially
like one player. Exactly. It's when one player can be a maverick, or on the flip side, one player can be a liability. Like sometimes people, I don't understand. Is it the food or the educational system that people can't think? Are we watching the same game?
Bro, look at it. People said, in April we bottle it when it matters. Context. Have we bottled it?
Exactly.
You've given Manchester City.
Yeah, the league already.
The same Man City that has a better squad, that you people say have a better squad, first team and bench than us.
Yeah.
Their manager went on a full rant yesterday about the schedule.
Yeah.
And we lost 3-2 to Bayern. So if we had gotten to the semi-finals of the Champions League, would you still have said that we bottled the competition? This is our first season in the Champions League.
Don't move the goalposts. Let me some of the chats real quick. Let me some of the chats for continue, because they keep moving the goalposts. So let me some of the chats.
Let them move it. We'll be there.
Let me see. I think I've read this one. He said he saved with his leg, boys. Yes, he saved, but the poor strike. You see, he's playing linguistics with us. You see, trust me, we're not trying to be disrespectful. You cannot play with English with us, even though your name is English with me. Trust me, we are Nigerians, but you know how Nigerians are globally. You cannot play this game with us. Don't play this.
Let's be realistic. English is our first language.
So we bottled 4 and we bottled the league last year, and this year, regardless, irrelevant form,
we had saliva this season, and that's the reason we lost. What do they call the title last year and this year?
Let me answer that question.
Saliba this season. No, bro. Let me answer it, because I don't want you to waste your this thing. This is where what do they call it? Stupidity comes in. How far are we off the league? 2 points off.
Yeah.
Right? 2 points off. We had Saliba. Let me ask you, did we have Gabriel Jesus? How long were we playing with Nketiah as our striker? Martinelli.
Yeah.
Saka. At one point, Odegaard was missing. Arteta just had these same players just come now. The back line, look at the language we're using. Context now. What is the problem that we had this season? The problem we had this season wasn't even the back line. The problem we had was what? converting our chances.
Chances.
When Arteta, you remember what made people even say we had bottled the league? It's not the first time they are saying we have bottled the league this season. In January,
it's not ended. It's not ended. It's not ended, and we bottled it.
January, 5 points off the table, right? That's what they told us. We are not doing it. Now, we played against West Ham, which we should have won. Unfortunately, the goals didn't go in. We lost to Liverpool in the FA Cup, where the same thing, goals didn't go in. Now, we now played against who? Arteta now played Liverpool, beat Liverpool. That was where it all began. Where was Kai Havertz playing as our striker? Since that time, Kai Havertz was playing as our striker. We've drawn one and lost one, and we are 2 points off Manchester City.
And Kai Havertz is a bad player. And Kai Havertz is a bad player.
Yeah. And how many goals and assists did he have within that particular period? So my own view on this is, if you are a reasonable because these are the kinds of people, they have wired their brains to think a certain way. They cannot rewire them. You understand? No, so they are going back. They don't have to. Yeah. They for me, they are focused on what they know. So as you said, it's an echo chamber. His view is his view. You can't impose it on us, but we are giving you facts so you would know.
So let me read this chat from Ige. I've heard Liverpool fans say Klopp had a better legacy than Wenger. Thanks for highlighting my question. You know, Liverpool fans will blindly go for their own, which is within their right. Football is highly tribalistic, but sometimes I will not blindly say something that is not true because I want to be tribalistic to my team. That it's bullshit. Yeah. One league title, I'm sorry. Even though I'm being magnanimous and generous, but you can't compare. You cannot, come on. It's like comparing shit to burger. Let's not do that. We ain't going to do that. Nah. There's a level of what would be the right word?
Please give me 2 minutes.
No problem. There's a level of bias you can have for your team that doesn't turn to stupidity. So, he doesn't have it. I'll bring it back in a jiffy. We have him. So what's the excuses? The league has not finished English with me. The league is still on. Why are you so keen on saying we bottled something that is still progressive and still continues? We have not bottled the league. We just won yesterday against Wolves. We are a point ahead of Man City. Yes, we are a game ahead of Man City. Game in hand is not 3 points. It's not guaranteed until they play it. So why are you so keen on pushing a narrative that we bottled it, even though we've not bottled it? Why are you so keen to hold on to that view, which looks it looks very malicious? Why are you so keen to hold on to a view that is not true? Unless you have a problem. Unless you have a mental problem. I'm not being disrespectful, but unless you have a mental problem, the holding one can be used as an excuse this season. Content, right? We only have Timber injured and Partey merely this season. But the season has not ended. Nobody's using holding. You like to take things out of context deliberately. You are doing it deliberately because nobody's calling up holding right now. We are just saying the league has not ended. We've not bottled it. The so-called April course, we won a game yesterday. The so-called April course has been debunked. So some of you are just, it shows you're an apostle of AFTV who actually derive pleasure from being negative. You derive your adrenaline from being negative. That's what actually rocks your boat. Because I don't understand why you are so keen on saying things that objectively are not true. Objectively calling it a bottle season when the season has not ended. This guy, it doesn't make no sense.
No, this guy, it shows these people don't watch the game. Saying, oh, we used holding last season. Okay, fine. We used holding last season. We are saying now, by this same point last season, we were 5 points off.
Yeah.
So 2 points off. The games that we said matter, that we didn't have a striker, that we missed chances, we were saying defensively, we were not solid last year, but we were scoring goals, right? We leaked in, when they brought in the goal statistics that we leaked in, we all saw that it was the amount of goals we shipped in rather than the goals we scored. So meaning, if we were leading 2-0 this season, we weren't going to lose.
Exactly.
You understand? So
and the evidence is there. You can see the evidence this season. The evidence is there.
We went to Man City. You see the way this guy is saying Man City ain't losing a game. Did you watch City yesterday against Chelsea? Chelsea should easily have pumped the living hell out of City.
Exactly.
So sometimes when people are looking at City, the same people that you say are better than us, their manager is complaining about, and what do they call it?
Future congestion. Yeah.
Yes, and we've not had Partey for a whole season. Come on, look.
Yeah.
If people want to argue with somebody that is scared, not us.
So
You
I have a lot
understand?
of message. I have a lot of message on the screen. Let's run through them real quick.
It's
City ain't losing
interactive.
City ain't losing a game from no mate.
Now,
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Oh, okay. It means now, right? I understand. Okay. Typo error. What do you mean you ain't losing a game? What are you watching? What? See,
Everybody has this old idea of City are going to the business end. City that are making chances.
City have conceded more goals than not this season. So by your logic, you're not making sense.
See, let me answer this person.
Every match City has played this season, aside from the FA Cup yesterday, you know they've conceded.
You understand?
What are you talking?
And yesterday, the only reason they didn't concede is because the safest place.
Nicolas Jackson.
Now, you see the problem I see with these kinds of people. Let me say something. They'll come and be saying, all we are hearing are excuses. Bro, you're not a billionaire. Okay? So when you're telling me the reason you're not a billionaire, let me hear your reasons. You call it an excuse. You both act as if you have standards.
They don't.
You don't have standards in your life. So don't come and be putting standards on other people. This is a competitive game. Nobody is allowing you to walk over. You understand?
To win.
So if you think they will just allow you, I firmly believe we have a very good chance in this league. How it will happen, I don't know. When it will happen, we don't know the particular game. But all we have to do is to keep winning. You understand?
So let's respond to this one real quick. I mean, we used Saliba excuse last year. We have Saliba sitting and losing a game. That's the problem. That's a lie. So why are you saying something that is a lie? How do you know sitting and losing a game? The reason I'm doing this is that it don't sound as if we're an echo chamber here. But because sometimes arguing with a brick wall is infertile. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
Your head just gets. Your head I'll pay you instead.
I've seen this so many times with Arsenal. 2016. See, guess what? Your mental trauma is for you to fix, not mine.
Yeah, you understand?
This is your personal trauma.
2016. You see, these are the people that they don't know football. They will go and listen to all this nonsense and come back and say they bottled the league. When people are explaining football to you, ask them for context. I don't want to say, something insulting because I don't know you. So maybe we are all learning here. But this is what I'm saying. Leicester, let me give you an example. Leicester team that won the league that year. Who was our main player that season? Santi Cazorla, right? Go and check the Arsenal injuries. Santi Cazorla had injuries. We started having injuries up and down. Did Morgan or Huth ever get injured that season?
Or Mahrez, or Vardy.
Or Mahrez, or Vardy, or Drinkwater, or Kante. No. Or what do they call this guy? Cambiaso.
They all play throughout.
All Brighton. This is what I'm talking about. When Liverpool won the league, the season they won the league, did Liverpool have any injuries?
To their key players, none.
Okay. After the next season, when they had injuries to Van Dijk, what happened?
What happened?
They fell off. Klopp was celebrating 4 trophies. The same club. So you people always come here with the idea of 2016. Show me one team that lost all their players rampantly, major players, and they were still able to do injuries. The problem, Arsenal fans, are people have been blinded to forget that if we had our players fit, every main one, we had different varieties. The reason Pep wins the league is varieties. He always has his varieties.
See this cap. Do you believe him? So let me answer this question. How can you hate them so much, but you sound like them?
You're spouting their views.
Their views.
Their views are
You actually think
that or you're listening to the wrong news media. I'm telling you, or you're listening to the wrong.
No. So I see, Mr. I won't disagree with you on this one. No, you can't. You see, you cannot sound like a dog. Tell me, I'm not a dog. You cannot be backing and say, "No, I'm a cat." No. You are backing. Like, only dogs back. You're backing and you're telling you're a cat. No. See, English with me. Let me remind you. Mr. Efusam, we are Nigerians, and for good or bad. You know what Nigerians are, for good or bad.
No, bro, let's even be realistic. We've watched the game a lot. Look, we are not saying, Oh Lord.
It's 2 points and achievement. Villa was a game.
Okay,
Don't
what
have
of Liverpool? That no. Let me.
That lost by a
Liverpool
point.
that should have been a better team. Liverpool
Yeah.
that you people were saying, because I'm sure you're one of those people that said with your past statements now, you would also he would also have shared the sentiment that Liverpool and Manchester City, right, were the ones that should have won the league. I don't know if you understand, or were the ones that were in a title race.
Sure.
Now, the same person that is saying, oh, they should have been in a title race is now coming to tell us, right, that it's 2 points and achievement. Did you ever see Liverpool losing points to Crystal Palace? Nobody saw it. But that is why it's called football. I'm sure most of them must have tipped Guardiola to do invincibles.
Yeah,
why
I've
didn't
never
he
done
do
it. Exactly.
So we are seeing all these things to see that sometimes football is not guaranteed. You have ups and downs, slip-ups. We are not saying 2 points is an achievement. But if you listen with context, because you're the kind of person that doesn't listen with context, you just want to hear what you want to hear. 2 points off Man City, we have a higher goal difference than they do. All we are trying to do is to make sure that we can keep our goal difference high and win the rest of our games. Like Bernardo Silva said when they lost to us, it's not in their hands. They hope one team drops points. Exactly. 2 teams dropped points that day, and it was what it was. So let's
go through a litany of these messages real quick. The Arsenal hate is real, even from our so-called Arsenal fans. Yeah, see, Jeff, I'm not surprised anymore. As in, the way Arsenal fans will overly criticize their own team and show more grace to Liverpool and Man City, I do not understand this. It just shows that when you are, let me not say what I want to say. Let's keep moving. Hey, Lord. But City have got over the line with, oh Lord. See, I hate this mentality.
Let me debunk
quality
his
of player. Yeah.
Let me debunk his mentality. You said City have gotten over the line, that City have not bought 2 points. Do you remember the season where Liverpool were actually going for quadruple? Forget this season. The season they should have won the actual quadruple. That season they got to the Champions League final. How many points were City ahead of Liverpool? City were 5 to 8 points ahead of Liverpool. What did City back? City had to win from 2-0 down on the final game.
Against Aston Villa.
And it was, you understand? Against Aston Villa. So the mentality thing is quality of players. Exactly. You understand? You have Mahrez, you have Sterling, you have Aguero, you have De Bruyne, you had Jesus, you had Zinchenko.
Cool.
My God, who did you not have? So when we use this idea of mentality, yes, there are teams that can come back, but sometimes when
I have debunked and I don't care. I will chat to any ex-footballer. It's a myth mentality. It's a fucking myth. So you're telling me the looting players
don't have mentality.
Don't to lose. Get the effort. It's quality of players. Don't tell me about this mentality. See, I understand what they mean, but they're using mentality in the wrong context.
Bro, exactly.
The wrong context.
When you see that you have very good players around you, there's this confidence that comes with, oh boy.
Exactly. We're winning today.
Exactly. And you now keep going on and on. But see, what did Martin Keown say? He said they considered only 17 goals, 97-98 season. He said, but they did not win the league. He said, what changed it the next season? They asked what changed it. He said, Thierry Henry. Simple.
Exactly.
So there's that guy that completes what you have that gives you confidence.
Exactly. Okay. End of the season. I'm proving right. What are you going to say? Football heritage is real. Let's say paraventure.
Let me debunk your theory of football heritage. If football heritage was real, did you expect us to still compete this season? People should stop with this football heritage. You have proper plans. You plan properly. Everybody's talking about football heritage. Football heritage. Man City smacked the living hell out of Madrid last season. See, football heritage is making sure that you always have quality players. That is just what it is. Let's not add too much.
They listen to too much AFTV, Turkish. They listen to much Greece, Turkish, Matisse. These guys are in the mainstream of YouTube, right? Who have some lingua they push. See, I've said it. See, may we not be unfortunate. See, Good parenting, good food,
Amen.
and healthy education. And healthy education is key, because you'll be listening to people say some nonsense because they say it in a nice. You know how pastors say certain things on the altar with so much charisma, and they dress so nice and speak very quaint and good English, and you think what you're waffling. See, there's nothing like football heritage if you have the quality of players. See, Madrid had Benzema, who could actually change the fortunes of a game, right? When they did the three Champions League, they had what was it called? Ronaldo. It's the quality of players. There is nothing that validates this nonsense called football heritage. If you have the right quality, they will pull you out of sticky situations. That's just it. I don't believe there's nonsense called football heritage. Bullshit. So while you have a full team to win, provided we have the right players available, Partey has been available, but it's not fit enough. Unfortunately, what do you want us to do? You can see yesterday, Partey comes onto the pitch for 15 minutes. Look at the massive difference he makes to the team. That's what I'm saying. It's about the quality of players. Partey plays 15 minutes, suddenly Declan Rice looks better. So it's about quality of players, not this nonsense mentality of football heritage. If you have the right quality of players and they are available to play and they're not injured, it improves your chances of winning football matches, which improves your chance of winning the league or winning any competition. It's the quality of players, not some nonsense mentality of football heritage. Let's be sensible. Let's not stop pushing narratives that doesn't make sense. Oh, this one again, 700 million, and we can't have variety. No one wants to win and hold the club accountable. Robert doesn't hold the club accountable. Mr. English with me. So okay, when we spend 700 million, right? How much has the other team spent? So when we're spending 700 million to replace the dead players we had, did the other team stop spending?
No, let me ask you a question. Let me ask him a question. Is he holding Chelsea, who spent 1 billion, to the same standard?
They won't. No, they won't.
You all be acting as if because it's your own, you want to form standard or you want to go and argue. See, I don't believe this guy is doing this intentionally. But
he's a contrarian.
Yeah,
he's a contrarian. He's a contrarian.
The 700 million, did we use it to replace players? Are you telling me 700 million, every player will walk out? You people come here as if you have sense. I don't have anything you're noggin. You know, because if you did, you would understand that even Pep that signed players, not all of them worked. I can tell you Pep's first player that didn't work, Nolito.
Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. When you see why you contradict yourself when you say football heritage. You said football heritage before. When you said football heritage, I wasn't around. Now let me answer with your football heritage and enter this one. Football heritage in the sense where why were Man City not winning the league? We're not competing the league since. Why were they not competing for it since they had football heritage? It's
no. Pause. You didn't go far. You should go a little bit far, right? Liverpool, by his own narrative, should have football heritage. How come they just win their first Premier League with club with their football heritage?
Exactly. Liverpool have actual football heritage. Why are they not competed since for the league? Why is it just one in 30 years? So
they will not be unfortunate. See, the school system needs to improve. The school system needs to improve. But they be saying some of the dumbest things confidently. Yeah. Like genuinely, Liverpool should have football heritage. They should be winning the league.
No, but Barca, by football heritage, Barca shouldn't lose to PSG.
Yeah.
See, if you don't have money, you ain't getting things done.
Exactly.
We have money now. We now changed players. We spent 700 million that was needed.
He's not waffling. He's just waffling. West Ham and Crystal and Palace and Norwich, but we can't beat them if we have injuries.
See, okay, let me ask you this. Even in Manchester City's full squad, Manchester City's actual boogie team is Crystal Palace. Why can't they beat Crystal Palace with a full team?
Remember what happened last season? How come, even I think Alan came in second half, how come Southampton that was relegated could actually comfortably beat Man City in the Carling Cup? People talk as if we don't watch these things.
See, let me tell you, sometimes we always act as if, we can't beat most of these teams. It's not that we cannot beat most of them, but we have important players. Those important players, you have to match their quality. When
Definitely.
Rodri didn't play for 3 games, what were they doing? Were they not giving Manchester City an excuse? So
Yeah.
you mean with Manchester City's this team quality,
Squad.
why couldn't
Yeah.
Manchester City beat Wolves at home at Wolves' home ground? You come with all these nonsense and what do they call? And you can't stand it. Say we overrate our players like they are world class. Let me tell
So
you,
let me
if
answer this question. If you don't mean, let me answer this question.
yeah,
How many have I come here to say that I don't see, we don't have any world class player? I've never said Saka is world class. I've never said Martinelli is world class. You and your Arsenal fan based people who are don't calling these players world class when we are on a good form. Suddenly, when they don't perform as much as you want them to perform, suddenly we're overrating them. You cannot speak from both sides of the mouth, Mr. English with me. I've never said that players are world class. Let's be honest, our team is not good enough. Based on what? What do you mean our team is not good enough? See, like I said, he's an extremist. He's an extremist. He's an extremist. There's no middle point for him. Everything has to be extreme.
see,
Our players are good players, and they are still improving. See, Madrid will take Saliba. Madrid will take Gabriel Magalhaes. Madrid will take Ben White. Madrid will take Saka. Madrid will take Martinelli. Stop all this nonsense.
even Jesus that you're complaining about till
Yeah,
tomorrow.
like stop it. Is Jesse Lou better than Jesus? He plays for Madrid.
No,
Is
you know what makes it funny?
Mendy? Is Mendy according
Better
to
than
the
Timber.
standard? It's better than Timber. No, what are we doing? You tear down your team just because you are angry with 1 or 2 results. It just shows the kind of person you are. You actually demean your own team, your manager, and your players just on 1 or 2 results that you don't like. Man, I
Yeah,
can't
you're
help you.
demanding standard.
It has been a good sport for me. It has been a good sport. Yeah, it has been a good sport for this show.
Oh,
Because
he said
if you want to,
competing for Arsenal is basic for a club of Arsenal. We are not looting. Yes, we are not looting. Competing for Liverpool, the way they had things had gone was basic, right? Klopp
Yeah.
was competing how many times before he wanted to win the league. It just didn't happen. I see.
Ah.
Oh Lord, this is what you're supposed to come with. This is what you're
no,
supposed to come.
no, no,
I
no, no, no,
want
no,
to-
no, no,
Nah,
no, no. He's
I
lying.
want to win too.
No. He doesn't want to win. He wants to complain. I know it's tight. Let's see. They mask it as if they want to win. No, they want to complain. Because if you want to win, based on what you've done from the turn of the year, your bitterness towards the team should not be this vicious. You shouldn't harbor so much anger if you want to win. Because how many games have we lost since the turn of the year? You show a bit of more grace. You don't want to win. You want to complain. Don't mask it as you want to win. A lot of these guys don't want to win. They want to complain. If you're on a healthy state of mind, do you? Football evolve, teams invest. What was good 20 years ago doesn't automatically translate to today. We have to stop feeling entitled. Winning matches are end on the peak. Exactly. These guys are entitled fans who want to complain. They are professional complainers. Tomorrow, if you score 2 goals, you should have scored 4. If you score 4, why did you score 7? If you score 7, why did you score 8? They keep moving the goalpost. So
We were
you don't want to
scoring
win.
goals anyhow. Some clowns were coming and saying we've lost. What do they call it? We've lost this thing. We've lost. We are no more on form because we stopped scoring. Who is going to allow you to be scoring every time?
It's going to give you a headache, right? Do not let it give you a headache. Chelsea sold money and I support Arsenal. Do not. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't get the
No.
truth.
If you hold Arsenal to this same standard, hold Chelsea. I don't care
Chelsea.
whether we hold Chelsea to it or not. You understand?
But they win, we don't. I don't understand the
What
context of what you just said. We are like, I don't understand the context of your message. Football heritage, I mean, we never won the UCL. We belittle Bayern. That's my point. I never finished, mate. How did you belittle Bayern?
This is what I'm.
Let me just finish.
Football
How did you
heritage, we've never won the EPL and the UCL. Okay, fine.
the UCL?
If we win the UCL once, you will complain we've never won the UCL.
Twice.
Right?
They'll move it to twice. They say we've not won it twice.
You understand?
Yeah.
They'll say we've never won it twice. They'll come and start doing a head count. They
Head
had
count.
never won the UCL. We got very close. Unfortunately, we didn't win it, right? Now we are on course. Our first season is a quarterfinal.
Which is
You
not
want
bad.
to win. I don't get this idea of microwave winning in this particular generation. Things are
No
properly
problem.
prepared.
Yeah.
I don't just want to win for one season and become irrelevant. I
Advance.
want to win for years.
They
So I
don't
don't
care.
get this. Oh Lord.
They don't care. They don't care. Football hate
As you
meant
said, they
we
don't
never
care.
won it. I've read that message.
They don't care. This guy is
They don't.
enjoying it because he
He's
just
enjoying.
wants to say,
He's enjoying the attention. For me, I'm enjoying this for the fact that I'm using it as a sport, which is mutually beneficial. I'm using it as a sport, right? But he's enjoying the attention, which is
I'm
fair.
telling you.
And he's enjoying the attention. When did Chelsea win the league last time? But apparently, Arsenal bottled it. Shout out to Ige, we're a rational
See,
fan here.
the same
That's just a
people,
fact.
yeah, the same people that are saying we've not won the league. Chelsea, they are calling. When was the last time Chelsea competed for the league?
I don't remember. I don't remember. But yeah,
It will
we're
be 7
bottlers.
years. In fact, 7 years this year, Chelsea have not competed for it.
But we're bottlers. Like Ige said, we are bottlers. Loads of Arsenal team. If let's see. It's just see, I think I've given you so much attention, and it's back to let's do a few of more relevant news beats, Mr. Efosa. English with me, shout out to you. Even though you're a contrarian, I understand what you're trying to do, but we've tried with you. It seems like you are becoming unreasonable. You don't want to be
Yeah, that's
reasonable.
why it does.
He's just here to fight. He's just here to fight. So let me read some of the messages I got yesterday when I did. Now, I saw this message. It's a kind of message that keeps me going because I did a video about this clown, Northside, who is almost like, I'm sure English with me will know Northside because they share similar views. I'm sure English with me. Don't tell me you don't know Northside. You will be a fan of Northside because these guys are Standard FC. Standard FC. They are the ones they do Standard FC. Bro, God bless you. You spoke my mind. These guys disgust me seriously. I never knew people like you existed. Shout out to you. Seriously, the way this negative content said a lot of rubbish, my gosh, I want to bash their heads. Don't do that, please. Don't bash anybody's head. We spent 150 million pounds. The narrative was we are bigger spenders, but other teams have spent millions already in other seasons, making them have a good squad. We have to try to add some quality. Manager is going to get some transfers right and wrong because it's the risk of hoping it works. Thank you, bro. Just getting a subscriber. These are kind of people that keeps me going because sometimes negativity outweighs the sensible positivity. We don't do idiotic positivity here. We do rational, objective positivity on this channel.
Of course.
And these are kind of subscribers I always want to get, even though I know it's impossible. You have to get both. That's what the world gives you. Unfortunately, you have to get both. So I will have on that crazy one here. Say, I hope you know who you're about to tee up with as far as content creation are concerned. Each to his own club loyalty. Like, am I supposed to be afraid?
Like endorsing madness and calling it club loyalty.
Exactly. So am I supposed to be afraid when I see these kind of messages? Sometimes I don't understand. Am I supposed to be afraid of going against AFTV, Turkish, and Cottage the likes because they are saying nonsense? Trust me, I'm not here to provoke anybody, but at the same time, I'm not afraid of anybody. So we won yesterday, and I'm happy. A lot of fans are happy. We are still in a title race. The title is not over, even though it's still advantage technically to Man City. Let's see what we can do. And let's see whether Man City can drop some points and we can take advantage, provided we keep on winning our games. We are playing Chelsea on Tuesday.
Yeah.
I'm hopeful at the Emirates we can actually, beat them. Even though yesterday's match was not a classic, exciting game, but the result for me, that what matters at this point of the season. So what do you think?
Bro, you see, one thing for me is I'm looking at it. I just know that we're on course. We just win our games. That's all. You understand me? Win our games, and we hope for the best. That the rest lose theirs. That's all. See, people understand strategy. Sometimes hope is all you have. We were 5 points off. Then we hoped Liverpool might drop points. You understand? Yeah. They did. We kept winning our own until we got to this point. So we just do the same. Now, one thing people are not getting is most of those players. I remember a Manchester United fan, that guy, Culture Camps, he said something on this thing, really insightful guy. He said if Arsenal go on to beat Chelsea and Tottenham, he said that should be an achievement. He said because most of the players are shattered physically.
Yeah.
Most of them that you are seeing it that they've
Yeah,
given their
the
tired.
tiredness is creeping.
Yeah.
You can see.
So I don't understand. People are robotical.
They don't care. They don't see most of these fans. Most of them have not engaged in anything athletic in their lives, but they have so much to say online. They've not done anything physical, anything athletic.
They will go to work and expect that every day will be the same thing.
Yeah. It's so unfortunate that we have to deal with those kind of narratives online these days. And they have the most standards. Remember, Standard FC, they have the most to say about standards. So I'm happy. I saw these statistics yesterday. I'm like, oh, this is very impressive. 6 clean sheets away. That is fantastic. If this was Man City, Arsenal fans will point it to us. Look at what Man City is doing. Now, when we do it, we keep quiet. If this was Man City, Arsenal fans will be showing us this still photo. But when we do it, they keep quiet.
Which avenues? What do you think? They love to, when you start doing it. Like instead of this team, this is what I'm talking about. From where we were to where we came, even Arteta said it, where we were coming from to where we are now. Who has done it? Who has done it? Later, English with me wants to do all this guy. Low quality debates.
He wants to do French with you. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate what the Arsenal fan base wants to push. So, Gary, you said something after the match yesterday. Arsenal is a tough team. You look at the stats, you look at how they defend the goal and how impact they are. If you manage to get through when two centre-backs are incredible in Gabriel and Saliba, they're really good physically. They are a difficult team to create chance against, especially when basically all your attackers are injured. Trying to create something against the best defense in the world. It's a tough task. Shout out to these managers who have been giving us our plaudits defensively. Defensively, we are better than anybody at the moment, but somehow Arsenal fans are telling us we should overhaul the team.
Yeah, you understand? You understand? People that have never won anything in their life. They think everybody goes in. See, that's why I said all those North Side, all those Scottish, all those Turkish and Turkish. You understand? That is it is you should know that is a performance because it is not realistic.
It's not real. The performance.
These are people that will never own big corporations. Yeah. They will never manage it themselves because they don't. By the way they spout things, they can't.
They can't. You can see they can't.
You understand? There's already a foundation there. Yeah. What are you overhauling? So that will be like Chelsea.
This is crazy. Like you said, they spout a lot of these things because see, when you have no consequences for what you spout, sometimes you are allowed to say anything. Yes. We live in a society these days. No more consequences, no more repercussions. So people can just say anything, and they have a large following that enjoy that. Like I said, they live vicariously through these guys. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's talk about the Mavericks. I'm hoping we can bring next season. This guy, we have to go all in for this guy. Because that's the next level. We need Mavericks.
Somebody that once he runs onto the ball, he's sure. You understand?
He sure die. He sure me die. For me, I know Newcastle have the richest owner, but they're not the richest club. They're two different things.
Yeah.
And FFP gives us that advantage. See, I've seen Alex Ferguson take advantage of other clubs.
Very much. Days.
I've seen Bayern do it. It's time for Arsenal to go and do it. Go to Newcastle, speak to Ishak's agent. We are taking him. I don't care all this nonsense in media that Newcastle won't sell. They will sell.
They will sell? Of course.
They will sell.
This guy comes to Arsenal. I prefer not to speak.
It's true. I prefer not to speak. If you add Ishak as the 9, Odegaard behind. Oh Lord! Like you said, we prefer not to speak. Prefer not to speak.
People will see it. It's very they know that. Okay. And please, do you have a slide of Subimendi or some? I don't think I do. Let me even read this too. Somebody said something. He said, once you realize Rice makes everyone around him work 10 times harder, you never unsee it. His lack of
Yeah.
progression is taxing on the rest of our team.
I've said it before. I've been saying it for a long time that I love Rice defensively, but the fact, see, the evidence always comes to because I say that I might not be mainstream yet. I might not be have the biggest following, but I will debate the biggest football because I know my football. I've been watching football for over 15 years. Because I watched with my dad as a
That, bro, you're giving yourself less credit. Extend this thing.
I watched it with my dad. I watched quality players when players were still quality, not these start merchants. When footballers were real footballers. So I know what I'm talking about. Like, Rice defensively is fantastic, but gives us nothing offensively. Bro. If you take away Rice in that midfield against Bayern and put it to Zubimendi, win that match.
Easy.
People don't see it. They can't understand it. People can't understand it.
So I think the most frustrating part is seeing Saliba do what our DM/CM is supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
There are sometimes Saliba will shake his body, dribble this, they've gone and pass. Rice is always like yesterday I was seeing Rice trying to do La Croqueta.
See, let's say Rice is a lighter skin version of Elneny. I'm sorry. I understand that Arsenal fans want to protect their player because we bought it for £100 million. We need to win the banter war against other teams. I get it and I understand that. I'm sorry we bought the wrong profile of DM. I'm not saying discard him. He can play against certain teams, but we want to move to the upper echelon. He shouldn't be a starter. Rice should not be starting for us next season. I'm sorry. Now, he can start provided you have someone like Partey. Yesterday, you saw the difference when Partey came in and Rice moved forward.
Like,
you saw the difference.
People were like, oh, say Partey made Rice look for. Someone even went as far as once Partey came on, Rice turned to Yaya Toure.
So what does that tell you about Rice? So we can all see these things. What does that tell you about Rice?
Yeah.
Mr. Enforcer, when did I make this call about Rice?
10 games into the season.
I saw it. 10 games into the season.
Even before that time, you were saying it like even the first game against Nottingham Forest. I remember you said, Rice, this isn't West Ham. You're too basic. That was what you said.
It's too basic. I love Arsenal fans don't want to see it and believe it because we bought it for 100 million. We have to protect him. Guys, two things can be right. We bought for 100 million, yes, but he's not that guy. I'm sorry.
He doesn't have that ability.
He doesn't have it.
It's not a matter of sorry. He doesn't have that. The problem is yesterday, right? Not yesterday, against Bayern when they were compact like that. That space in between them is where the Zubimendi, the Rodris, the Busquets,
the Partey's walk.
See, the Partey's, the Cazorla. See, let me tell you, Arsenal fans that will be overhyping Rice. Let me tell you, Rice, in the list of midfielders we've seen, let's even see even in Wenger's latter years, Rice is not on their level. See, let's be realistic. If Diaby was in this, Rice is holding bench. Pure bench. See, okay, or maybe Diaby will be deeper. Rice can run up and down, win balls. But to say in those games, come on, let's be realistic.
Even Edu did more than Rice. I'm sorry. Let me real quick. Come on, different level. So sad, these negative so-called Arsenal fans seemingly want to be proven right rather than supporting the team to win. Exactly. For the first time, English should be saying something positive. I agree. Partey is much better. Partey offers so much going forward. So we can agree on one thing. Wow, that's very interesting.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's reasonable.
See, this is one of the best things.
Said today.
This is one of the best things.
So we don't hate Rice. So let's make it clear.
People have even said on the show.
Yeah, let's make it clear. We don't hate Rice, but we can see his flaws before us. The flaws are apparent. He is not that guy. He's not. Because if not see it against Bayern, what they did was that we'll make sure we marshal Odegaard, and who played 8 in that and Jorginho. But Rice, leave him with the ball. He can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Leave Rice with the ball. He can't hurt us. You could see it there. Both the first leg and the second leg, they say Rice ain't doing shit. And it's true. Man, against Sheffield United, he can't. So look at this one again. He has gone back to what he does best. Zinchenko needs to go. Defensive liability. Saka is too obvious. Now, let me start with Zinchenko before Mr. Ifosa will answer the Saka part. Zinchenko, we all agree that he is not the best. I'm not a fool. Zinchenko, we can improve on him. But he's not as horrible as you're saying. He's not a defensive liability. He's not. Now, if Zinchenko is playing against a Bailey, a Salah, I don't want that. But Zinchenko can play against the other meetable teams and do a good job and can invert. See, style of play is very important. And opportunity is very important when you're having these conversations. That's why these conversations are heavily nuanced. Nuanced.
Even when they are saying it, right? Zinchenko has played in most of the games that people will be scared of. He has played against the Liverpool. He has played against the Madrid. Where has he not played?
Yeah.
You understand? And he has never been the reason where Man City did not win those games.
Against Bayern, when Kivior was struggling, who came in?
He came in.
So why we acting as if is this wretch? Is this useless player? Like, come on. Can we be?
Sometimes we forget that he's a midfielder by trade, and he doesn't have pace. Sometimes, and this Arsenal fans, let me tell you, Paul, where you are. Let me tell this English with me. Where is a hypocrite? You're a hypocrite. You understand? If you're telling me Zinchenko is a defensive liability, what's his strength, Alexander-Arnold?
Exactly. What's strength?
That guy.
He was than Zinchenko defensively. He was than,
somebody that Doku pieces the whole game.
Yeah.
You understand? He pieces him the whole game.
Yeah.
Then Doku met Zinchenko one-on-one how many times in that game?
Went back. He went back. Yeah. I looked it up. Chelsea have won in 2016, 2017, 8 years ago. Exactly. So, but he plays all the time. Because of injuries, Mr. English with me, if Timber was available, trust me, you see less of Zinchenko.
Yes.
If Timber was available, you will see sometimes, why can't we just be objective and speak the truth? English with me. Like, don't do this. Like, he plays all the time because we have injuries. If Timber was available, you would not see much of Zini. But we might see him against Sheffield United, against the Luton. But in these other games that are more marquee, you will not see Zini. So let's be objective and honest here. Let's be. Personally, look, can you answer this question, please? Personally, Tierney should have never left. Yeah, truth. He's a truth fan. He's a truth fan.
Tierney that we don't know when he's going to injure.
See, you understand? Remember the last injury last 2 years? He stepped out of the bathroom and got injured.
He went to Sociedad and got injured for 3 months.
For 3 months. Well, don't do this. You know this. Why are you doing this?
And you said Saka is too obvious. See, let me tell you. Yes, we did not say Saka. Saka used to dribble. Yes, he did that. Saka was piecing them up and down. What were people saying?
Well, no, let me ask you a correlation. Me and you have discussed behind the scene. Let me ask you a correlation. What did I say about Saka and the impact of Partey? How come Partey comes to the pitch in the 90th minute, Saka started improving to play? What happened? Yeah. See, people don't understand something, that certain pattern of play and players can make a player look better.
Of course.
Continue the stream. My horn has stopped. Continue talking. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with the stream. It has frozen again.
Saka, what did we say when Rice was deep? The fact that Rice was deep and couldn't provide penetrative passes. Our wings suffer a whole lot. Look at Saka. Check the kind of runs Saka always used to make. Saka used to make in behind runs when Partey was playing with him. That was last season. This same season now, what happened to Partey? Partey got injured. Now, this is Rice. So when Rice gets the ball, Rice only knows one position. Rice goes to the right. And how does Rice spread the ball to the right? He doesn't give Saka the ball that's in the midst of people. Rice always wants Saka to always draw out to the wing. So when he draws out to the wing, that is the only way he can give him the ball. Because of Rice, Saka has started hugging the byline too much. It's not as if he wasn't doing it before. But when Partey was playing, Saka used to make runs in behind so that he would meet the defender. And it's not there's a way when you make runs in behind, right? You're in motion already. So once the ball meets you, you're in a certain kind of momentum. But every time Rice gives Saka the ball, Saka has to gather momentum by himself to start beating 1, 2, 3 players. either he and Odegaard. And when you're looking at the situation, he and Odegaard, it's difficult because Odegaard has like 1 or 2 people on him. Saka always has 2 people now. It's not a matter of 1, 2 to 3 people on Saka against. So what do you want to do? He gives Rice the ball. Rice cannot, use his what do they call it, wits and delete players and look for Saka when Saka makes a certain kind of run. So sometimes, even if Saka is too obvious, we have to be realistic. 2 to 3 players, they are kicking you every game. What do you think should happen? I know you want, what do they call it? You people want Saka to be a Rodrigo, but even all those Rodrigo and all those guys that dribble, they don't produce the numbers that Saka will produce. Saka is efficiency, and Saka is a pure winger. But you cannot be sending your winger too wide every single time and just be expecting that they will have 100% dribble percent, what do they call it, rate. It's impossible. Do you know how they mark him? You people were the ones saying Saka should stop limping. In 30 seconds into that game, so they had already whacked Saka. So I think we are not fair to our players sometimes because you people want to always make comparisons. You want to show Kopama. See, all this Kopama, right? How will I describe it? Oh, Kopama is just that new guy in the league. We've seen it before. We saw it with Dele Alli. We were so impressed. Kopama is that guy. Yeah, give him his flowers, his credit. He's doing well. But when Saka was doing it at 17, 18, 19, people were telling us until he plays in the Champions League. This was the same guy that has come out in the EPL team of the season, went to the World Cup and came out in the World Cup team of the tournament. Even has he played? Okay, this will be his second Euros after that particular one where he suffered racial abuse. This is the same guy that has been England's player of the season or player of the year twice. He's the PFA Young Player of the Year now. The same guy is what do they call it? He's going to be in the PFA team of the season, right? In the Champions League, he has more goal contributions. He Foden and Kane have the most goal contributions. So, what else do you want from Saka? But when it comes to another young player, you people will say, "Oh, this young player has the ball," because he's not playing for us now. Sometimes new toy syndrome is not good.
Thank you for holding forth. Stream, you just crashed on me. Thank you. You're here to hold forth. I have to refresh the whole stream again, start again. Let me read the chat real quick. Doku is crap. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Even of host injured. Oh man, I'm struggling with what he's saying. I'm trying to. Tommy can play left. Tommy's always injured. Tommy's always injured. Tommy played against Bayern midweek. He has a knock already. Remember what I told you yesterday? Like, how do we continue?
Tomiyasu has been getting injured. I don't understand.
I don't know. Every top player is targeted. Sure. So that's why he showed some grace to his players, not to be overly harsh on them.
The way they blow the whistle against us, for us, and the way they blow for Man City is not the same.
Problem, Saka is overworked. In April, goes missing.
No, Saka. See, let me answer this goes missing. Please.
Yeah.
Talk about Declan Rice more.
Yeah, they won't talk about
when
it.
Declan Rice starts servicing. See, sometimes we don't need somebody. When people say go missing, you're playing 90 minutes. People are not going to allow you. When you say goes missing, let's use the context goes missing. Even if he's always on the ball, we cannot say that the other player will step up to what he's doing.
Exactly.
Ronaldo, how many times people will call Ronaldo top player? Sometimes Ronaldo goes missing in games and doesn't do anything.
And compensate with goals. He will score one goal and they forget about how he was missing. So, see, the evidence was there yesterday. No, I've said it before after 10 games to you, and I did a video about it. People called me, "Oh, what are you saying?" Okay, because they believe in them talking to tell them what to believe. Now, yesterday, see, people say Arsenal fans are the most wicked fans. Do you know why? And they're hypocrites.
Yeah, of course.
Partey plays 15 minutes. It was up 15 minutes yesterday. Partey plays.
Maybe 10.
Maybe 10 minutes. Look at the massive difference he had as a 6 compared to Rice.
Of course. But tell us, Rice is always 8 over 10.
So when I heard Soki say Rice is always over 10, I looked at him. It's not your fault. He has built a cult. He has built a cult following of idiots. He has built a cult following of idiots. Rice 8/10. Are you watching? Are you watching Corn? Are you watching only
DMs? I want to compare Rice with Diaby. Those are the people that when in that position, we just used to be like, oh boy. Say, you know, do you know how justified I felt yesterday? Part that he's still carrying some form of he's not fully fit. I won't say injury. He's not fully fit. Suddenly the team looked different. Bro, that is Partey. You understand? He wasn't fully fit for Partey was steak.
Quality. It's like eating pork, then I'll bring you a plate of steak. You're like, oh yeah. Shit. I mean,
Wagyu, pure Wagyu A5 marble steak.
Come on. Like I'm saying, like I told you, look, I'm repeating myself. I saw after 10 games, I'm like, if you notice in the 10 games, right, guys, go and watch the highlights of the first 10 games to confirm what I'm saying. When they give Rice the ball as the DM, he'll just face that side. Saka. So I'm like, if I was the manager, I'll also like, what is this,
bro? And he's not giving. See, you're saying Saka. What kind of ball? Crossfield diagonal. Saka maybe Saka was inside before. Saka will
run back. And you are telling me he said over 10. Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna shave those beards. What is wrong with you? 8/10 because it's English. Because it's English. That's what we do this day. Oh, it's English. You have to overrate it. See, I love Arsenal players, but I will not overrate Arsenal players. Come on, let's not be stupid. Why is Arteta not playing him? Is worried because he's not fully fit. Can't we see?
I don't know why English not fully fit. If Partey runs, people are saying it. Oh, he should do it more. It's because yesterday's game wasn't as intense.
Yeah, he can't run that much.
People think that game was intense was because people were under pressure because we were winning 1-0, right? And the week we had, but the fact was. Is because the game wasn't as intense. Partey will not start the next game. He's not going. I will be shocked if he does, but he won't start it.
See, I don't remember. Was it Luton or that game? I saw Partey running. It looked like Partey was. You press rewind on Partey. But he was running. He was running, but it looks as if he was rewinding. He's running forward, but it looks like Partey was being rewinded. I'm like, whoa, Partey has fallen off the cliff. Now he still have the technical ability. But the legs of Partey, I'm sorry, they are gone. That's what I'm thinking. Should we get Fofana or Zubimendi? Because we need that profile of Partey. And for me, Fofana gives me that Partey vibes. But Zubimendi is another orchestrator from the deep. So thank God I'm not Edu and I'm not Arteta. Sort it out. So it is what it is. Rose Reactive say cult following of idiots. I'm not trying to be offensive, but it's the truth now. It's a cult following of idiots.
Yeah, try to talk to them. They don't want to hear anything.
They don't want to hear anything. They don't have sense. It is what it is. Forgive me, I might tapping fast, but it keeps changing, auto correcting me. Yeah. Sometimes YouTube. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, understandable. No problem. I understand. See,
no problem.
English with me. Me and Mr. Foster might agree with you and show a bit of passion. We don't hate you. It's not an echo chamber. You can disagree with us, but let's be objective and logical.
And he heard what he said. He said at the end, he said he just wants to win. I want to win. I'm desperate so that I will go. What are they called? So I will go.
Banter them. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I know what is at stake at the same time.
Exactly. To be fair, Rice is a bit overrated. This guy is very generous with statement. Shout out to you, Rose Reactive. He's generous. Yeah, a bit. Rice is overrated. Let's call it for what it is. You say it's a bit. It's overrated. I still love him. He can still do a job, but Rice is grossly overrated by the English media because they don't overrate these players. Then the English fans, then the English content creators find a way to overrate these players. Even though we can see that he's not the player they're calling him to be. Question: if we don't win the league and nothing last year, can we question the manager? Yes, a lot of English players overrated.
I think you can question it. Can we question the manager yet? Maybe that's what he means.
You can question the manager, but in good faith. I'm not questioning Arteta because I'm seeing progress every year. Yeah. It's a competitive league, guys. It's a competitive league. You're not going to be allowed to be stroll and win the league like that. It's a very competitive league. And I'm seeing outstanding progress. Like I said, most teams will have our players, and we have those players on healthy contract.
Bro,
All we need
let
is to
me
add
tell
one
you
or
one thing.
three marquee players. Add three marquee players to this team. Guarantee
Yeah.
next year we are winning something.
Bro, let me tell you one thing right now.
Yeah.
Man U is taking our spot. They're not is taking. They will take our spot if we reverse it. They will take it in a heartbeat. The football.
Yeah.
You understand? It's not a matter of standards. We have set a standard. Now, we lose the league by 1 point. I'm not getting pissed.
No, I'm not.
You understand?
No.
We lose. We lost the league by 1 point. Yes, people can say we could play cup competitions. Could we do better? But I could still ask the same people. Cup competitions. How many years have we had luck of the draw?
Compared to
Man City played who? Look how Man City played to that place. Couldn't they see what are they calling? Who is in the final, in semi-final? Okay, Man U are playing Coventry. Couldn't they have seen Hull City to give to us at home?
Yeah.
Sometimes look at the draws too. Okay, we got to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and it was a very small margin. So it is what it is. We move again. I'm looking forward to how we can improve. Sure. Sometimes you need to this thing.
No, let's talk about this part. People think that Arteta does favoritism. See, every human being, let leave Arteta alone. Even you have favorites in your life. So sometimes we like to virtue signal. Every human being has favorite, but at the same time, Arteta wants to win.
Yeah.
So two things can be right at the same time. You're raising Arteta by simply not favor certain players. Let's use Smith Rowe, for example. I love Smith Rowe. But yesterday, I was thinking that, is it possible sometimes, right, even in your personal lives, there are some friends that when you get to a certain level, you guys cannot move to the next level. Is it possible?
It's a very true thing.
I'm sorry, we love Smith Rowe when we're still fighting for top 4. I love Smith Rowe when we're still, it looks like Smith Rowe right now is not that player that will help us compete and maintain European success at the league. Unfortunately, injuries and loss of form. He can't be that player. Bro, it's time to move on.
That's what you are saying. Everybody's like, oh, play Smith Rowe. Arteta sees him in training. It's not as if he's not doing well, but let's be realistic. Sometimes in life, you go with what you know.
No.
These guys will give Arteta a performance where defensively we are solid. That is the first thing he wants. Then we now attack. When we attack properly and we score, I, for one, look, I wouldn't want to see Smith Rowe. I don't care. Everybody's like, this thing. We are all asking that Arteta to win the league. Yeah. But some of your favorite players will not be there if he wants to win that league. So it is what it is. They are your favorites, not his own.
Partey is class, boy. His real age has caught up with you. This guy is African. Rose Riyad, are you African?
Nigeria.
This guy is Nigerian. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. He knows what's going on. Father time has knocked.
Of course.
Father time has knocked. Partey, we know it's father time.
I'm sure the place I suspected Partey picked up that his injury was when he was doing his daughter's gender review.
Baby shower.
As he kicked that ball. Somebody said, Nadia ain't here this thing.
Yeah, you're right. You should have done that. You know that you are not.
You see the way he kicked it. If he kicked it small, he kicked
exactly
that
too high. So that's it. Father Sam has caught up with Partey. Father Sam has caught up with him. But last year we bottled it. It's unacceptable if we win nothing. But are we still doing this?
No, I'm not doing this again.
If not unacceptable to you, no problem.
No problem. Go argue with your mirror.
But yes, preventing but blindly playing. How is he blindly playing poor players? Explain. How is he?
He should call the poor players. When he calls the poor players, then we'll know.
We'll know. He barely gives a 10-game run last minute for Smith Rowe. You should give Smith Rowe a 10-game run when we are committed for the league. Later, you now blame me if you don't win it. You can say managers cannot win.
You can never satisfy anybody. That is what English with me is showing. See, there's a way you argue with somebody. You have headache. It's not me that is having headache. It's not him that is having, it's me. So I'm not, and I'm sure he's laughing where he is. I'm
He's
not.
laughing. He's enjoying it. He's enjoying
No,
it.
this guy is drawing this stream to 2 hours. We are not going to do.
No, we're hiding in 10 minutes. 10 minutes max, we are out of this place. We've done our beats. We are going to go and watch Liverpool Fulham. So we have other things to do with our time. Jesus and Zinchenko, I mean, not before, I mean at the start, mate. Jesus and Zinchenko are not poor players in the context of what you're saying. I understand Jesus has suffered a lot of injuries this season.
He's just
Yeah,
form.
It's like he just form.
Yeah,
so let's not do that. English with me, you are a difficult person to please. You're a difficult person to please, mate. Let me use your word, mate. You're a difficult mate.
On the Forbes list because people like
okay,
you.
do you know what I'm saying? What English with me? We have 10 more minutes to go. Can I send you the link and come and tell us something?
Yeah, it's quicker that way.
So idiot with me, are you ready to come on stream? I'll send you the link just for idiot for me. I'll send you the link because I'm tired of going back up. Oh my god, he's enjoying this. I think he's enjoying it. Our issues, Jeff, what happened? Maybe you should type the message. I didn't get the full context of your message. He even said, I can't score. No love from Africa. Oh, Lord.
He just said he can't score. He said, what is his strongest?
Exactly. Yeah, look at it. He twisted it. He twisted it.
And it was because he said it was in Brazilian.
Yeah, that's not his first language. That's not English, not his first language. So the context of the language sometimes can see. You have to understand the mass media have a way of twisting people's words.
Yeah, that was what made Tuchel lose his job now at PSG.
Yeah,
he didn't mean it, but
they twisted his words. So
they twisted it, and he lost.
So all we need is to hope for the best and see what we can do for the remainder of the
keep winning
4-5 games and keep winning. Chelsea on Tuesday, hopefully we can win, and people like English with me will not have much victory to target the team. So guys,
like if we win this guy will still complain.
He'll complain. He'll say that how come Zinchenko played? Even though we know, he'll say why did Zinchenko play?
We won it by 1 point.
Guys, do us a favor. You're watching on the playback. What's an interesting stream? Strike the like button and make sure you subscribe. Very, very important. You subscribe because YouTube will be acting crazy. And guys, if you're here, make sure you check your notification bell and turn them on because these days they ain't sending no notification these days. Make sure you turn on those notifications. Very, very important. Mr. Efosa, shout out to you. This has been an exhaustive and interesting.
Yeah, exciting and exhausting at the same time.
English with me, what a sport. What a sport. Our issue lay in our squad depth. Yeah, we'll correct it. It's not just squad depth, it's the quality of the squad depth.
Yeah, you understand.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing. The quality of the squad depth. If I get top quality, we will do better. So your last words, Mr. Efosa. I've taken so much of your time today.
Thank God. I want to go and
I'll recharge and eat something.
It's all well and good. I wish us the very best.
Sure.
For everyone. So, even not with me, thank you. You made it interesting, I won't lie.
Yeah, but English with me. Yeah. But I was exhausted. You have a headache. Welcome to the stream.
Oh, I don't know how you cope.
Exactly.
People will just come.
So it's all fair. It's all fair game. So shout out to English with me, Jeffrey, Ige. You guys have made it very, very interesting stream this morning. Even though English with me can be annoying, it was an interesting sport. I hope you are subscribed because we'll be expecting you tomorrow and next tomorrow. Hopefully we can convert you to a fan with more objectivity. But right now you are still how do I put it? You still have the remnants of AFTV in you. Those AFTV remnants are still in you. So hopefully it can convert you to someone that can look at the game more objectively and take away excessive emotions. And let's see how we can move forward. It has been an interesting stream with Mr. Efosa this morning. Arsenal won yesterday. It's not doom and gloom. The proverbial we always fall off in April. that April course was actually debunked yesterday by that win against Wolves.
Yeah, of course.
So it's not as bad as people are projecting. It's not as bad as that. So guys, strike a like on the video. If you have not struck a like on the video, very important. Do that for us right now on your way out. Strike a like on the video. Consider subscribing, or make sure you don't subscribe. Subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. And we will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.
It was a great tackle.